Okay, good morning everyone again. And first good motivation. There is the transmission, the Lord Jigen Songgon's Kambum, the collecting. So first short refuge and for immeasurable. And then we begin transmission. Zonje jodo zoje janam la janjo bardo dane janzo dogyo janso jiva zonam jindola benjara zonje anjo barajo. In the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, most excellent. I take refuge until enlightenment reaches. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for all. Manangada Nyambe Semje Tamje Dewa Dang Deve Juda Dembara Jurje Dunga Da Dunga Ge Juda Dewa Dunga Mebe Dewa Dame Dewa Jurje Nire Jada Nidan Tanyam La Nebara Jurje. May all mother sentient beings, boundless of sky, have happiness and cause the happiness. May they be liberated from suffering and cause the suffering. May they never be separated from happiness that is free from sorrow. May the rest
free from attachment
and aversion. Supplication to the Lord Jigten Songwons. Zeme Jowo Dorje Jang Panje Dengumbu Shalonu Tuda De Zamju Jule Me Jenje Oilo Je Doje Je Nyingi Mumbo Sene Jam Samdru De Do Doga Jenjelo. Equal refuge, ornament of the world,
your fame pervades the 3,000 worlds. You are the victor, Vajradhara, without doubt. I bow at the feet of the Father, Jigten Songkhon. Continually I think of no one but you. Compassionate one, grant your blessings. Dispel the darkness that surrounds my heart. Please bless me so that I realize the unelaborated nature of mind.
Ome choji yenge padana, dosum sanje gunye ngoni, rasum chogungo zondon zawa, tawe lama namla geja de, taso grunde danje lo chosun jobara chinje lo, cholam don jobara chinje lo, lam suwa zebara chinje lo, joba yishe so jabara chinje lo, doso. now last few weeks and every Sunday, 8 to 10, we wishing to finish some transmission or Lord Jigden Songgon's the outer Kambum, inner and secret. Total there are 16, something like that volume. So first we will the outer Kambum collections. The outer Kambum means he giving and teaching and different things, and the secret is like the individual practice and the experience directly, question answer, those things. So here is the last we will chapter is 070 finish. So this is the last one is Demba Tongwe Namtar, this biography, the sea, the true nature, the last chapter. Now here is the sort of the making for the medicine, the how to make different material and medicine with the practitioners. Not only medicine, whether you meditate to how benefit to medicine can cure the outer physical and the mental and the spiritual. So that's kind in the talking about here. Say marbo tene chodun je la garling wa de yin chuju shuzu chodo baji shuluzu je ne shabada lo tam je sowe nan no bara je ne buwa takshin tempo don je mere se ne choshuwe no gor tam je ne dawa dar kashe je sonwe duzu yuwa yinbe logo je na le bodo baji ne dada baje dume se ba yin lam nyam so nywa yin no. So sometimes we make the mold for some sort of the bells, like this in the ringing, the bell. And other subject in when they make the mold, and then we need to put the material in the gold or silver or copper. There are some certain times, the time and the quiet and sort of the secret place. Otherwise, they're coming the obstacle. And then they cannot come melting or something goes wrong. So this way they're telling the when is the good and how to produce and things like that. Samjung and Dorje Sunda Bungurma Je Son Dang Javase Je Nam Jevo Sanje Chanju Samana Yanji Chuyon Sumano Jijin, the Venom Jutomato Dadan, the Tombo Sangam, Malu Sambujan and Bador, Taja and Rusunjanam Kujan. The Wamadowan, the Bedon, do the Menjela, Gure Jega, some do the Rubeson Jela, Nijis and Bon. Kitchen demons and Guzon, Sanju Solomon, Guban, the Chimboro, Chadar, the Sajulomo, Jusun, Parujan, Jison, the Rusmela, under the Jamayo, the Netris of was Evadon, which I do them, Jian Sun, the Kajikitin. Kitchen Shunuta, what now, the Josam, but the Yidun, the Tombagani, Tombashi singing, Temba, or shoot them, giving out in the Ramjam Jigdin, Domjano, Sanji, do Jen Yang, and she was on the Don Jongwe, Nareji, the Shin, she wanted to be at home for the Taraki, was the Jijan, the share, the legacy. Jedu, Yovan, Nareji, Jojo, do some way, Jesse, ship, Jen, Nam pushing, John Jones on the Valenju to Nareji, Cabin Jandame, Kunjo, you were give some so to some of the way you look to give one to some Sagwas and Jimbaran Dovan Ariji, Dombe, Made, Tambe, Joga, the Developer, Naji, Zamshi, Suna, and the Bangariji, Chuzu, Sonja, Madame Medu was over to the Medeva. So now here saying if you are taking this seriously, say for example, now it's vows or refugee vows or something, say I can take 5 or I can take into 3. Whatever you take the vow, say for example, I'm not killing any sentient beings directly or indirectly. If you keep this the rest of your life, that's only not just even though you keep one purity, what your commitment. that karma will you bring and liberate all the sufferings, and they become the Buddhahood because you're one specific, concentrated in a commitment. Of course, you protect all. Say, I'm not lying, I'm not cheating, I'm not drinking, all those things, and much benefit. Even though you keep one you purity, that's much in the benefit as well. Say here as a Bodhicitta is very powerful. Bodhicitta is like the gold liquid to changing other materials become the gold. Nangzi, same as the ordinary people has become in Bodhisattva because we practice Bodhisattva, mind training, etc. Nangzi rangshen malugo yerme chanchu kuchambro yu rondu kutundu ngare ji lamen dongor moja sadamabu nyejane thodu kuchugu mejane mego jiwa ngare ji tosum sanje tanche kan troba chikwa lam jana chugun ten jung orab shiwa shiarabu nangso ngare ji chedar cheze paru tu shimbotudu Go Jibu Juba Jibi Somso among the Menjung, Chu Majung, Jumorami Jorosan, Togua, Lunde, Tavanga Julunga, Yusushi, Dan Shi, Renje Wang, Mangitodu, Gushi, Sanje, So Long, Login Jurova, Nareji Shata, Dube, Humbo, de Dusum Sanje, Dube, Gotorji Chanje, Jumdenzo, Tanin, Emma Ho. Emmanuel Rinpoche, some Jenko, and one of the Menga, Jim of Around, the Lata, Sambe, Choro, some Shinga, Tanaji, Burgongo, John G. To Zen Regi Churu, you don't some Jelando Jincha, what you say, Jizo, Garuchon, Nagurin, Shetan, no some John, where they said there was a Che, Papa Ludu, Gongba, Gongo, Regi, Timu, Madi. Ni mo je dong de xin du dong ba chen bo se ji de mo chu gu ma re ji song de zhe ge dong bei yin to la chak do nyam la de den de kan gen zhong wei de ju de cha ma re ji nga de ngan jing a ji le song dan zhen ba ji be yu de wa ji ge dong de la ge ba ren dong re che wa me ba nyong ma tung no chen bo tung a nyim bo ran du do ju ru be ji ba ji do ge zong so e ma yang chen wo de ji ji ge chak ja chen bo ju de nyim Maji wa dune sanje ngare jin tidara yin ma jibe lama chukurin boyo jin norbu chudang shishin du tangnik jiwa ngare ji tangda nyingme chebara le korda nyangye dewe jo shen dag shamo su shin du nundrumi wa ngare ji dusum jawa gunji sang shanju sumji sanjo ji raja malu damje gun chukurun jawa ngare ji Nelu jikjar bashi le samji meje boguwa jibi somozo lama dambe gade jing ata paru chimbai Juda lamdan drebu juju gwa shiba jige rang drebu chida chini jiwa yi jiji rimo tam jundi te dang sakda sherabu ji lama nipa jiba jing shaji sin shaji gyanlu du ju jing shunu rakwe ne jobe gula pimpe tuan du ju pe ga ga jiji ji den ju shi jaba sunja kawa jingi jong jisa jiba subi wada nebe ne dang hajam mi ring war ben yue jeje ne so jiba shaki si ki shi shinu dagi shiba zo so Allowe Shivandi Yiri Muji, Jawa Palamaranjilo, so one to Gajiyam Bechina, Jikin Juja Sambadi, Allowe Shivandi Yiri, more Chube, Tobotan, Palamaranjilo, so one to young to corrigate. Dunga do Shime, She Young Sevaji, Allowe Shivandi Yiri, more Chube, Tobotan, Palamaranjilo, so one to so nothing is over. Mezi so tsok ji le la cham alo she wan de yire mo chu be to ba deng are sang pala ma re la so wa de we so to ba she so do na ya da shin ki sa da ji alo we she wan de ni re mo chu be to ba deng are lo pa la ma re la so wan de ko ba shen do yi de zhe wen dun zi che du so alo we she wan de yire mo chu be to ba deng are lo pa la ma re lo so wan so ni la ma gu ru zo jang Koma chesu ji samba ji alo shiba yiri mo chube towa ngare lo palamara ji lo so wan sam ing ji zhong imba la da rong dewe shencha ji alo shiba de yiri mo chube towa ngare ji palamara ji lo so wan so tongbai du shi jomba le hongpai ji jim ji perga dik 알로게 시반디 뭐 주요도 받은 거르세 영로마르 jel로 소바도 소신 아랑도 임바라 신의 전지 레나 렌탕지 알로게 시바디 이름으로 주요도 받은 거르지 발라마르 jel로 소바도 진주 숨지시 인정 정면 숨지 신의 알로게 시바디 이름으로 주요도 받은 이르지 발라마르 jel로 소바도 도마지기 신업지 로베 시반남 다지지면 양다기도 발라 소놈 이시기 초존의 론데 타바니인데 구 랑신 탐제 로버라쇼 랑겐도 주고 왜저마도저 간도로 저세로 에마팅사다게 남들이 레버 삼번 루딩네고 라니라나 이무지고지 미지레버라 언드나르라송 시버나고데벨라 조 소놈 체벨레던 든바는 수시드베네 주게메 지돌라마 유자존요 산제 템바 카마인시시 담배 주장 장점지 신데 나사 교성 칙라 냠도리 디벤데고 성승이 임바로롬 서지 포정더로 유지보르네 자투기 공부가 렉주 다르주도 베투기 송 미지 레버도나 모두 주주 숨주 셀로 삼mon데 기베 시주 치주 본바르테 저다님 그러지만 공바 진하게 공부를 무주 두그르시바 두두주 캐시 신세 신의 진다지라 시듬주 르바절라 부메 소주면을라드 바와 중화제 저와 이게데 예명라서 달롱 탕바다니 군준로루 섬조버의 젤로는 옴서데 파냐메 반데 주지제 현재 도나 보통에 can you turn on the light? Maybe this one something. 동네 이진게서는 본라 아니섬 냠발에 denje 좀에 저게 반대로 통보랑 우 렌전선 중에 본조로 제섬라 동로도 옆서지 부시바드네도 마저버지 중에 본조 놀로저 좀라 계정 쪽도 렌전지 렌전주메 신바행을 생각 준범랑 이분도 올로저 점라한데 젠다메 이르보이기도 마르와에 나에 다시 고마신 이분도로 지점이 여러분이 볼로나바 말아 제명와 다사랑한 부부신죠 이분도로 지점라 대여 돈라 연대 정도도 좀 ዝም라게 방알라 말고 니본도로 제자마라 아니 좀 생겨다 그나지고 볼로지도 와바 보고 진당이 본도로 제자마라 먹고 진다마라 대가 저런 잡서는 지고도 제만이 지바른 제스를 저한테송 장동 지도 공부데 괴베 코스 동밤에 요구 하지만인데 나제진 넘넘발에 톨로 착도 명하시 말 만체명아 완지도 공부셔서 놈 망어서르메제 와 민자 고레지 와 하도 집에 이르지 공부를 야도도 어딘든 란돌로인데 신도고 청주블나 저바이 보존도 보기도나 기장 홍매주소니 파저제던들은 우상으로 신되는 거가 배워 나조제자 자만이 주되는 춤바가베 지지라 예제는 토게 베나 소버서 개바지지 뭐 삼주브레 진지존로 먹고도르지 대중급에 차된도 제진상아 주되는 sabjemme도 진제당 와서를 제베 다르점보 두개 공내세소소 다시 고마 조샤도 메도지 지원 엄수도 너무 버지긴도 남제 쟁하라쇼와 라마좀보 다시 고마데 생소소 주베 염내 다르네 지터제 유리당 gen감 탐제듯이 지버는 중 외로데 점바점기네 태전라 차라 보고 루저루저전 하잖아 차라 저번에 비주베 된디 생바다게도 지고 이름 주신 보세요 지난주에는 무국이 심정도 잡도 올라보전저왜 나의 공원에도 좀 나라는 신은 점중 공로든 체험년 배선배 채널로 나가버려 주는 편도도 식sion 제버려 제반은 주는 진지로 제버려 대양 바다는 바다 니심이 그러다 주는 애도 어디 좀 그래도 주고도 주에 주든 제버려 주고 공부하다 도지 생계당 교년에 와남장 손제반은 건집에 레민 뭐지 궁금하대 보면서 왜냐 잡아면과 마이념 뭔가 대박쟁기 유도다 따삼미기 땀이 후보좀 부에 달라요 요매주도 그 유파도 배네 이와다 가라세과당시 저바 당저와 몽골라 모르드베디는 미지바른 지금선 지금 몰라 말은 진지고 저당 자주다고 긴도 유주도 샵도 자사 니베 기는 나가버 somla bewashi kindu shela shubonam ji do jingnan di su ne sang sanan mi dong mo ro jo gwe nga da da de du ji bu chom sa 좀 Tibet Danvers Rinpoche 이시 지나고 좀 수tum지 풍골라 잡아 유 남반이 충분히 좀be 맞좀 사동매 번에 진지 로드 Tibet 니변되고 타매지 룽아 예순제 넘버도 방에 손솜지 그런 넘버도 비죠 나와 등은 저게 전에 중중 아마 중 교송사에 좀 지고 니스메 이시 용어로 지고 첨바도 지디바도 지고 공부를 이제로 좀 지고 세진 거로는 근데 연도 좀 보지 말고 루바메 같은 적이 더니 라마 rinpoche 신 가야마 루바 라니 고나니 바고 마고 에더라 과지도르네 파주 영 니듬게 라양지 칸조양가 루중 서 바나렌데 레마니 몰 지자 이바이노 지비주 보와도 예전에 본다나 데베다고 좀 파도 이번에 다시 고마지 초샤도 모두도 신도도 샵도 저주만이 바로 두면 제버주 다사능 봉아 보금도 선부는 텐션도 저런 nen저로 벌면 치샤지 가지점 고발랑에랑 최대 성승기로 부도니 나야 감 중시 마대지 버던 마신도 섬지부지 긴두번남지 군정가 마신도 제와라슈 now this chapter is talking about the Lord Jignesum's vision to see the pure of the Jagarsamara palace. And then he built a stupa called Tashi Komanchuden as the 8 auspicious, the many doors. And this is stupa is built world only 2. One of the Lord Jigdensung was main root teacher in Pangutuba main monastery in the southwest in Tibet called Dansatil. The one he built in the Drikung monastery. So this one is the Lhani Dongabja. And the surrounded there are the stupa. It's like the fully the open mandala. There are different deities, more than 2,500 deities. So years ago in New York, there's some museum. They collected some piece, different part of the world, and they try to put together to how looks like. So many of us, we don't know how it looks like, but they're showing exhibition at a couple of months. So I have fortunate to see that. And also this is similar in the story in Lhasa, His Eminence Angkor Rinpoche, I think he will build this design and guided by His Holiness Drikung Kagyu Rinpoche. And a couple of months ago, or maybe I was in Vietnam. There are one Drikung monastery, new monastery. There are all the facilities and conditions are good there. So there, I think, built this stupa soon. And if dedicated and built, then the first time in outside in Tibet or Himalaya regions. Namjo Wangdeje Jowo Nyumo Wangzo Jigju Jigden Juji the Kumbajan to Zeju Ranshiro Lambarala Yimuka Jeven Gombo to Jison and Damen Tobormin Jurian Sudum Jason and Molom de the Dome of the Jipanamatum. Nimi Chugo de Janet Dojo Ranshin Yime to Najurwa Yimini Judgment and to some Majo Chusram Jurva Yerme Don the Lama Konchok Sonam Varajo Ang Dong Da Ozo Tomayasan Tamjur and Jenso Tamaji Parajibai Sanje Gun Jegong Bazo Barajo to Sum Jabo Jengaba Sudum Namda Timaway Rashin Jonam Namda Basan Toju Barajo Ang Rashin Tamje to Shiji Gosan Junior Nature Tone Metanium Sulan Jabashin San Jodo Barajo Ang so Dawe Rangshin Tamjugu 차대 제외 조외 인바남 제주 제면주 더 되버든지 런주 조당 제와르네 주르제 ang 탐제 좀로 메저르진 고도니 뭐 남도 다다 시제베 등데 조드뉴 누군데 주르제 ong 코르다냐도 저놈고 되네 시제 마저로는 주기제로 버루 주바여로지 되거든 되버죠 ong 투지면주 샤게 제보이도 지데 걸로면 상이 도르젤루지네 노스모 이견다 연데 모두 버루 아두선 자고니고 제세 도르지 견지 저 응어발라면 sab진자 저 군자 군도 승부를 거르쇼 ang 퇴베 원보도 주종어바로 좀 세쯤니 지고니 도모로 좀 산지 초지고로도 검주르저 어머 유멘 짐메 돌레나 남대과 집에 부신습이 이신 콘데니 지는데 몰로 바산제 세전 두군이 버르죠 ang 이시 존데 콘데 몰로 바제신 Shindu Jejurada Shibakun Josum Jun Nami Jibantawa Lata Zabrasho Ang Sab Jing Shindu Rabu Nimunamdo Mabon Sanji Vadramaji Kusan Hirogan de Ang Dongden Najuran La Sanji and Jim Shin Korva Tavi Jabadoshin Tant Rashi Jordan the Wadan on the Java so Kapo Juve Mukuji Modu Miminji Dembewanam Yalamadena Zuru Don the Lodun developed the Gana San Jibuka Zumba Kualamar and Jit Ben or Ribeton Letunga. How to do you over much Tungo Shaggy Jebu Yangajet Wanda Wish in say to Tumba Naru Jumbo Dungju and the Kunjun de Gabo Jijan Majeva Lame Six Mosun Lame Tunji Magum Mugu Murutovala Birwachim Bajitane Lama de Yugambaji Soto you do Majeva Jinaga to somebody Nancy wanted you love in the better to Shimbola Pandan Lamajan and you got the Gabajin of you Majeva. Some of the Jimbo Yamata and never gave means to Zevala Jimbo Jendan Lama de Gaboji. Dadonge Jomazana Kvedong the Zenchu Guru to the Lenji Rolla, Rova Lak, Holo to General Komati, a couple of Jena Secondation good in a Majito that Umajamutu, Pechu with Jendane. Kebati, a couple of Jutomajimi, you go on in the Wasonam, Matan, Jerwan Zebala, Mihungu, and another DJ, a couple of changes me. Jeremy was Sadalam Jerimban, Toma, Busuka, and Kongijun, a couple of Jintrocha, you do them to the things in Junjeme by Yamsha, Jumbojola to the Samda Gomba, Sheriff Cholang, and you with the Chu Jitarang, Tini, Nam, Chakto, maybe Jambala, Tomba, Sumba, Tudum, Bam, Nivet, Mobamba. Tembe Jensen Zambala, Chamburu, Java, Duzung, Beju, Kazun, Jabatu, two Sananganda, Walla, Jamalu, Dibu Jamain, Lartomba, Sanji, Jumden, the Pendo, Dubu, Jetaban, Zova, Gunda, Tebala, Yamlingi Tandula. Several little singer now, I'll turn to Juma, which you go soon to do, Junjamo, some of the Wajamajan, the soon to John and Bangerin, Major Tanda, Laju, Tang, Tunja, Modom Razadunga, Dama, Neva, Yonde, Tang, Dana, the Zen, and Buruju, the Major, Tang Lasio, one, Chiva Juzu, Tambara Chadi, Karichiva, Major, and you do long to the end of the Yutamar the young Ching, Tom Yam, Dombrang, and a woman, Chavala, Mezzo, Tonkiba, Na, Gongbe, Gonang, Chivala, Nyombe, Nana, Nyombai, Tian, the one of Yamin, Zanam Yamin, Junak, the Tibet, Mezepa into China. So now here is the very important teaching. Yamlengi Tangdung said they say here the 7 dangerous sort of the corner of the road, maybe one side is a cliff, maybe in the or the ocean, the other side is rocky or mountain, so very tiny road. If you twist it wrong and you are just a danger. There are 7 different dangers. So here saying, so this how to protect the 7 dangers, or what is the 7 dangers here? If your practice wanted to solitary retreat, you need first all the conditions. No conditions, and first you are the dangers. What is your practice condition? First need authentic the teachers and unbroken lineage. The experienced master is the important. Then he or she and give you all the what needed teachings. This first you need a condition. Then the second condition is you're not near the animals and the wild animals, the danger place. This need to protect in your life. Then you enough to the, just food, just enough to survive life. If they didn't get any food, it's also danger in your physical the body. So first is when preparation is impermanent. Everything is happen, whatever happened by my concentration is looking for and become in the Buddhahood. So anything in the challenge need to welcome, not need to fear, not need to keep up. So that is the impermanent guides you So when the lifetime, we will maybe not too much attachment, our families and relatives, and if we too attach and you're full of the energy to working for them, you're not making any good karma to accumulate merit, because you will just say grandparents working to their parents, and then their kids, then their grandchildren, endless working. And the last minute, you don't have any spiritual life. You're just exhausted. And how much you collected your effort, you didn't carry anything left behind. But there are so many ways to you collect it, with the base of the attach, a little bit lying, a little bit anger, all the mixed things, those negative karma is there. And that's the karma come to with you, the material or things are left behind. So that is where in impermanent is so useful. So I say, if this case is real, we not live with our loved ones, and there's no reason to attach too much. If this not need, you see this reality is impermanent. It doesn't matter. You're rich, poor. Impermanent is to see people go to the air, an airplane crash, people die. People go down in the sea, people also die. People on the ground, they also die. And people die in the mother's womb. People die is 1 day to 100 years, all different dependence, different conditions. Everything's suddenly changed, impermanent. Nothing's guaranteed. If that's kind, you see everything, why you so much focus only this only short life things. Yes, we would need to eat, clothes, food, things like that. But something need to focus. That's called the guide, the impermanent guide to you become the fully understanding the meaning of the life. So this means some focus of the spiritual life as well. So now I say, if we have so many, we cannot say completely useless. Of course, we have, we collecting many things, share the family, friend, things like that. But only just short life is focus your beautiful, precious life. And then almost you will want some place, Jewel Island, and coming back in empty hands, story similar to that kind. This is the crazy, the most crazy. That's what I said. At the close friend family, also you need to separate. An enemy, also you need to separate. Why you will just so much this one? Even though birth is like, and two things, right? Right at the beginning, our consciousness is continually, and the body is changed time to time. Looks like somebody changed their clothes or car or something like that, changed time to time. Even though separate our body and mind, this is the more precious attach, Wherever you think this is me is a label, and this me, even though me is the body, also you need to separate. Remember, they are saying the body is like guest house, consciousness is like guest. So the guest cannot stay forever in a guest house or hotel. Likewise, this body is sooner or later we change. If your own body is you need to separate, why not in others separate? Of course, other also same situation in permanent. So now you see this, all this, it's not much to the benefit. Now you see, remember, now you practice, and we call the Vajra brothers and sisters, the Dharma friend, and whoever you guide the virtues, this you need to become close. And then they fully try to renounce it to the life in the samsara. So some young only starting book, they cannot liberate free from all suffering. And you need to experience of the meditation and put together. When you care what you want to do, do the no Havan Pop, Newman, what you can tune the Gubachi, Yamne Dubajuba. Now that's the afflicted emotion so powerful. So we need to training in the fully our mind, the retreat, and that's the training. And then you becoming to understand the deep in the dharma in life. Da dang da dun zu bong gen de ben bo je wo de che wa da ga ro wang ju do be do lu du ji mo ta de me be sam pa ye ge wa gu no ne wa kan la yi tun je ma do na chan la du sen je wa ne rang la me thon de ji ba ma chung gu ru ba yang me sa ju yang chung gang gi cho ne jang ten de ma do na la ma ren ba ji xiang ne cho du mo ju ngo du to ga tun je men zum ba de ten de yin ti du lo ji ni sembe chokba yin song yewa namje jang thangmen sumdo gawa jawa da jidu bada naro jang chunyi bada gawa jita moko mandam je jang gawa jawa madokba thonam do masibes. If the real practitioner is not focused on things, food and clothing, shelter, things like that, they say, look in the Lord Buddha's also, more than 6 years of hardship to concentrate. Likewise, at Narupa and Miladeba, etc. So they're enough to just survive life and then focus on the Dharma. That's the document of la ji chen de me jaw be chen ju mo do wa nya wa la so ndu du nam du ne so ji me ji ba da da ga la no nyam be lo do je me de so na tum je go lam do do me nga de jing du je ba ji na ge mo wa sa ma ji. So why we doing practice and practice? Why? Because there are, remember, there's so many dangers this life, and then after the many different ways to rebirth this wrong place, hardships, and then you have no chance to be the humans. We do meaningful lives. There's some people hardworking. Sometimes we say, oh, I'm tech up, I'm going to vacation, I'm going to teaching, I'm going to party, I'm going to hiking the mountain. Oh, can't you make the hobby? You have a lot of choice. If the wrong form, you will maybe born as an animal, then people use the food. There's some slave people use, you are just like donkey or people hardworking, and then end of the life they will eat you, or maybe some pigs and chickens. There's nothing mention anything, just only sooner or later to eat. So that kind, and you're born wrong place, that you don't have creating karma. Your own life is sooner or later in short somebody. So this is right now on the precious human life. Then this lifetime we have so many hope, so many chance to be free from suffering, things like that. No one wrong look to what the no one in the tongue net doing a many but on net nobody ran shin la de shin ala shagwe net de janga nesum down the net of junior rashidum de doing a 7 minutes. Jeboyen or the 동맹 가진 인도 좀 보지나 교모 삼바 저기 보면 도 대남소 제베 송나도 동네지 청람도 당원은 나도 동네지 중에도 동네 다 직보 마옹바 다 직보 롱함 근데 신라용 이지다 대변도 버리 두는 거든요 삼마게 동네 삼지메 집주도메 투 메베 담바 닝지 전보랑 주비 정보다 라오메 몰론데번에 다게 내도 너반데 나가든요 ma 동네게 자주 정말 남질래도 영문보다 시제와 다방에 다버 주지. So this we always say, if you something difficulties, there difficulty means many things, right? Say normal, your maybe health, maybe your financial, maybe relationship, something, but you think it is difficult for you, and you pray that my hardship isn't like, they don't have any sentient beings, the prayer for the wishing to everyone better than my situation because I have some problem, something like that. So this you thinking that your small problem as not wishing to any sentient being. This means you cultivate an bodhicitta, and this helps to your temporary your problems. In the long time, you becoming in the powerful to exchanging. Giving your love and taking the others' difficulties, called Bodhisattva activities. No, 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 generation, Canada doing another good doing a you don't know the Nangale, Jungtin, Keve, Nanganga, the Yawashin, Gunjung, Kurve, the Suniki, Jun, when you making what you do, mother. Tenin the moon, take Jimmy, you to it, unlock mother when you were on the was some way she joined him and on the Jibu. Sanji Chonjan Deleme, Jidu Chejandu, Yavana Zundutanke, Joroji, Shoso, Chawa, Chungna, Tada, Medon, Che, Jan, Samara, the Vegetation, Sangai, you don't consume the number. Or the Samara, Yamana, Jeja, Junior, to the Sambu, Medunga, Sambor, and Gipon, the long, Gipon, Yunan, the Shin Challenge, and that you didn't generally. 你个人的话，对你个当这么不把生活的这个呢，有没有这个东西在这个这个这个他走过路，这些东西把它让给手机的语音啊，线了目前这个你们这把这让了这么让上次没说不是东西，知道了他不是这个陌生不一直在就是我说也跟着那给你的。到了是完中中目标叫做是等等这个都就慢慢那边成了我是不是这个呢？让给讲了别问我怎么中了了么么健康记住因我是不是给这都让给是健康了那个那些没我的希望我觉得超多那些Lama Konchok Sonam I said that last night go to the Duty you're not going to do it along the Sheva. So now here sometimes say, oh, I know that, this kind of ego pride. The ego pride is the becoming me, it's my, the self-grasp is strong, then easy to reject or criticize others. They have not a chance to receive the others' quality in wisdom. So this ego is always not useful. When arising ego, you need to subduing this ego mind. Rangi Jolamo, Wadamajan, Lamentamaji Khan, Jizu, Ying, Shebaka, Rangi, never then me, Shiva, Jeta, Tadanaji, Lama, Rotan, Jetan, Sanga, the opportunity, Chedri, Yana. The business is along than the Sonam, Jitso, Samben, Water, Shoma, the Lag of Rojan, the one we took Jet and Zinjita, Jet. Chuji Chu, Junakalang, Junjaman, or Sanjik Tanji incident, Ninja Tombachan. Rinpoche, Jungkung, Punen, Neveser, Nola, Miriki, Jawa, Tang, Tamma, Tibu, Chakune, Jung, Jirudu, Jense, Water, Sanze, Jensen, Gula, Kudan, Dani, Shiva, Rang, Rangong, Lame, Shengan, Mobonji, Shendon, Shenduin, Subadang, Tong, Tine Tarvada, Tamje, Jembe, Le, Tudang, Nuvala, Zongba, Yimbe, Korbadang, Sonle, Namyang, Thomas, Yino, Tena, Rangja, Gishila, Neva, Yimbe, Sasung, Shubu, Kujung, Janga, Chushin, Don, Santibanam, Tagu, Tajumi, Chadan, Give, Sara, Mongbo, Medeva, Dada. So now this is a very important advice. Some parents talking to their own children. Similar in Buddhism, Bodhisattva said, if you are good practitioners, very humble is the key, important. Maybe sassungs, you always low key, and as you have a rich, but not too much. Sometimes I heard in some place, they make a lot of food and just not finish, then just throw. For example, here we go to restaurant and you order something and you're not finished, you can bring home, you can heat up and it's okay, right? And sometimes some people say, oh, don't bring this one and just throw. So this way is a waste of time, the waste of food. So check down you they say, some place is very bad energy. They're talking, gossip each other, maybe different reasons. Buddha said, don't go this place. They didn't give you increase any benefit. Somebody say, oh, this is bad and this bad. Then you also interrupt, say, yes, this is also bad. So this is not your own directly connection in your life, but this is the effect. Then you also, your compassion, bodhicitta is this size becoming smaller, and then the jealous anger is becoming bigger and bigger. So that's why we say Ridata treatments, like you will way to those kind environment. You need way to stay like the wild animal, far away. Yingong dawi ji nuwa la go me do sisum de me ba jebe tu tu wo jema khorbe dunga la chi ji me be nyumo dunga junde le da ne nam shi thar war jun ji ken chu je dunga shi da da thab so jo lo tu de nuwa da nam de be lo da nam shi de paru yang sam ma do na chen de be lo ju je me nga zo ba do nam ji ma ti de bo nam shi do thak do kon do je ji nyumo me yang shi su xin ji ji bon da nam ji khor nam bang ne gombe ne dun ze ju no number no kangsam no rim kangsa no su jibe jonglo ji changsem no ro ji tu me simyi nam she kum jon no nyam do jo she ji ba dang so sa ba dang lo so ba dang chen ju ge sem rim bo ji ji be nang ga de ni ba sim ji du ne de tu ne tem be se bron de be lo ji bu ni su me war kum ba no sum de de la chan ju do de ba cha de tian tu ni ji ba she ge kum ba nebe guba shibara chade di guba ne lawa rinpoche sumla po don ne rangshin tata ji nyumu jamba madaba nyumu ba juwe kosa nya bara tawa mizaba de tedara chanju ge sum rinpoche naba nyi gombe rangla yonde yuwe da tsundu dang umbar shiba dang pawu dang kanchu du zin jamba dang sanje ju sumuro sumu do ju mongboru chung ne yang kane de yang awarang yinbe tanggu tuwa jebar du samaji tamang kumaji gomben de wo tar jin da de no din nam yu san je chen ju sama de xian to lama kuma na bi ja nga zam mi cho nyam ne nga je na la me shin nyu mo mo me ha to no du yin su be da ga ra an ju ge tok da yin be ni be do ge la long do ju la ma ra ba ji xiang an de to sa chen na yang sa che to kwa ta be da la du jum bo ju bo yin ju du jum be xiang an de la yi ji ge me rong de la yi ji ji ba na pa je du yu an du de yin de me 송배도 주저번이나 간싱하라 소소소 간싱하라 다시 벌러버 통로시고 저거다 가면은 저번에 주고 동 잠이도 주소모도 거라는 거 벌써 그거 가지고 그거에 접주 말라 인나 주식 발란 대보 당 말하면 좀 더 So this is something we call when you go to the big public place, many different people, and they are talking something just useless. And that's the best way you practice. You cannot go because you are at their party or something, and you will just become in the silent. You will say, "Oh, I'm not so comfortable today, my stomach," or something. Excuse, and then the idea is you're not involved verbally and say something. This silent is very benefit. Remember, if we criticize one of the Bodhisattva, remember long time ago. The South Indian Arhat and Bodhisattva, he is very highly the enlightened qualities, and his skin color is a little bit dark, and then somebody mistakenly say, "Wow, this person is very very dark like crow." So that's only that way this person is rebirth 500 lifetime in a crow. So that's why we always, of course. We control the mind is number one. We control in our physical is number two. But the most important is you think, but you cannot say. Try to your speech is very important. In Tibetan say yaga chala tabo job kunga chala tabo jobs namsha jundo khala tabo jobs. This is Tibetan say. And the summer, you need to protect the metal. If you put it outside the running, become the rust, And in the winter, you need to take care in the pot. In the pot, put outside cooking pot or maybe flower pot. And then the cold water in the brook. So they protect usually in your own mouth because they say something and then heartbroken and your friend also becoming in the unfriend and their heart, something like that. So that is the way and how important in your life to protect our body, mind, and speech, and how benefit that is the power. So jizun jumbo shangane de la yiji jirmero de la yiji jibana parje du jumando Dragon the Vada de Indian Jews, mother to Giovanni, the Kajang, So that's why here said, sometimes what do you call the English language we call or chat, Chat is good, sometimes people call all the social connection. Social connection is good, but then useless talk too much, and then they call, if you're shaking the water, as you waste your time, nothing's coming. If you shake the milk, and you get many things, butters and cheese and cream, many things. So you chat with the meaningful dharma. If your time is precious. If you will chat but not useless, then your time is wasted. They're never coming back, and you maybe spend time 10 minutes or 1 hour, depends. So this we call time as precious. Subject to the was the Maja to the Rinpoche to some Java and Chanjulan, Jumiran to some Jinguru and Sanji Gunji Yondan Jawa. Hadanyam Ben Domolo and Juzon, Lago, Guzon, Mazan, Nicolor Rinpoche, Jolan, and Morozon, Rinpoche, Sundun, the Tombalu to Sengi, Gunla, the Bua, Galar, Jibal Jowo, and Diti Sonam Kagyu, the Drikung Kagyu, Dover Jowo Rinpoche to say, well, Lama Konchok was also. So this is just finished the how important or how dangerous the different, 7 different dangers, 7 useful. So now how to our mind training is there are some special techniques. County the Jinyakin, Lajavan, Shabji Bemola, Dune, Zeva, Rangi Pula, Ding, Chanjukum, Jinsu, top. So now here at the beginning, said Zeva Rangi Pula Ding means the Lord Jigden Sungu and Pamutuba say, very caring like your own biological son or daughter. That is why they thinking Buddha and Bodhisattva. Every being is like your biological son and daughter. And our parent, they try to give best food, clothes, education. That's much. That's the highest offer. And they don't have quality to help your son or daughter. How much you like doesn't matter. You cannot help for them and be free from suffering because you're in the auto samsara. And Buddha and Bodhisattva much benefit. Their caring is like more deeper than our parents. The teaching is like the grandparents teaching in the kids. So how do you become in a noble mind, Bodhisattva mind, how to become in a love and compassion person. Lama Damba Dembe Damki the participant Sajimon Lucy, Sigi Long Den and Damatembe Nyambaraji and the Lachita Serania Madiba Susu Shivaraja, Chiritem, the one in the ransom. Tawa do you know someone Kanya Rumwa Jays. The first important one is the landscape. We will maybe some farmers. First, you have maybe barley, rice, potato, whatever you wanted. First things is the land. And the potato didn't grow in the rock or sand or something. So you need to lens is a perfect lens. So this means your ego is needed first polish. Then you receive. Your ego says, oh, I know that. Oh, I heard this long time ago. Oh, I know that means you have no space to pouring because you already full. So rangsam tawa to someone if you will open your mind or receive and your landscape good way, and then any you can plant is grow. Rangasam Yonsu Din Sanji Dambayis. If this Buddha also said, remember essence of Buddha's teachings, subduing your own mind is the essence of the Buddha's teaching. So likewise, this key factor, then other conditions there are how to become successful like Buddha and Bodhisattvas or yogis and yoginis. Yangdo gaze song chuji nyumo namdo dang gudan juda tezunda mo nimu samden dewana ponglarang samtewa dus. So now here, we not say, oh, you're a bad person or you're just did wrong here and there. We not say, if you practice, so there are many obstacles. First, when you meditate, first obstacles, your mind going always outside, always outside. It's not useful because remember, your time is meditate. Then also at the same time, you doubt tremendously, so many doubt, also not used. When you doubt, you need ask your teacher, say, when I meditate, this just come out of my mind. How you can solve the problem, how we can do that. You need to purify, you need to clear, then you will easy to understand it. Or the mukba means, then you meditate, looks like you meditate, but mix feeling the foggy mind, a sleeping mind. They have no contemplation because your mind is just, like foggy mind. So those are two things when you meditate. Not too much thought going out, not sleeping feeling or foggy mind. Be clear, be precise, things like that. So the good things, our own pure mind is no bad. Everything is purity. We know how to take care. You are the purity. So that's what we call whatever, means just introduce. What you have, just introduce. Sometimes people say, spider in your head, You don't know spider there. The people point, then spider there, you can take out. So likewise, the Buddha's teaching, the Buddha said, this is you have outside, this is the inside, this is between, this is you, this is me, this is all us. That's what the Buddha teaching, how is it different or no difference. Chidara Juriyang Dongwaye, Kongwa Shiwa Mojego, Tuba Chimbachuki Chuji Kongwajiri Shidong, Ba Tamje, Sambe, Namjuri Jibu, Le Pukom, Dogba Nanjuro, Suyikala Chidara Gonguso, Laye, Nanjuro, Rangsam Jibu, Rala, de Lhasa Lama Konchok Tisa, Medo, Shibara Jining, Yendo Samla, Sho, Chodo, Susuru Tempa, Yerubajin Shingana Chambe Chu. And here said, that's why your effort to make plant, say plant or maybe fruit tree, for example, first landscape in your mind. Then the chambechus and the compassion is like the giving water, and the bodhicitta is the coming in the trees stronger the root, and then the combination, love and compassion, or the pure emptiness, looks like the growing tree is bigger and bigger. And then the third resolve and the fruition, whatever the fruit is coming, and enjoy yourself in your shadow there or whoever there. And this idea benefit this life and next, and benefit yourself and others. So this one is very important. If you want to become the noble male or noble female, how we can do that? First, it's not easy business. First, your enemies need to become your best friend. Your enemies, you need to think this is important to your life, because the enemy change your life. When enemy come, your just angers arise, jealous arise, all bad thought arise. So now you are the lot of problems. Without the enemy, you look like cool person. Everything's okay, Your negatives is sleeping as a duck in the bottom of the ocean somewhere, and nothing is coming up. Enemy a little bit, test and say something, one bad word for you, you are just, becoming very upset and very angry. So this means you're still a lot of anger. So that's where first your enemy is need to close to your mind. This is the important, like my mother. That's give me full of the love and compassion. If somebody not make me anger, how I can practice in the love and compassion? That's why I'm always teaching, say, the best is small practice every day when you come home and they have small traffic. That's the one place to you begin in love and compassion. At the patience, not hatred and not yelling and screaming anything. So this, if your mind is working in traffic place, not upset, this means something's working in your mind. Then your kids or neighbors are screaming, yelling, dogs and cat, whatever there is still not bothering your mind, it's working. So this is slowly how process. So there are special parents, more important your mother. The mothers give everything. Not only give, the mother is the unconditioned love for you forever, as long as there. And then there people and just say, oh, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, I like him so much. then sooner or later, I hate it so much. See, your life is changed like season. So the mother's love is endless and unconditional and never expire. So this way here, changing mother yangyasams, changing amar yangyasam means the enemy is you need no. The mothers give you physically body. This enemy give you my mind. I want to become Buddhist. This without this enemy is my mind didn't know I have how much compassion or how much I learned patience. That is the reason the great Adisha, when he's giving teaching, he always request. I heard, there who's a naughty boy is town, small kids came inviting, and the small kids, it's not bad, but they never stop there, like monkey, just put it here, this one touching there, they make scream, jumping, yelling. When you meditate, they're touching here, there. So you see how much upset or anger, okay or not okay. So the practice begins someplace. Tela chambe zidongji, chamba shama jiwada nyingji, dongwe minga zhen junzen, nga ala juruwa. Junzen, ala juruwa mensede, nasi kwanza tamje go, rangsi me yinpe junzen, lama doji sanje do. Do da puji go sewa, rani doji sanje do, yoda jebe melona che yusani damba, doji kato mazo, pangbara shakwe, nyingdo nyangdo. Muruji zawa lama dayan tabu sonji den kubo shangwana chanchu samda yi dama lama chayi chimbo dama wana zama nga zo kwe chanchu uma daba ke chik zonyo ma teshi kazi aze go jo gane ze paya gadin cheba chu ye song shin chubla tam ze la nyamzo lama mba nyamzo nyam chu ji pungpo jiri ta shidong zomba wa yima dana sumda juri shi kewe rikbe dawa dang kusala yi nyam tam di yi cha la zam dang pa zom suru da yime go ne dang nuwa dang Kita parto coba dalam itu kunci suami sangat tamjaga ngabun ne tu nomba la tang nyamso nyungwe mengala ju anje papa jidun je sumju juju la so kata tasharan kundi nyamso nyungwe ipu kunci coba nyamso nyungwe todo bola junde dar chula chusha tang chidar mala masha bata semnyang durun jidun ngase je semji nam shawa pandan la me she ne tome tsi jir manja je sungju mangba mala bata dar orang la jewa indu cha shida de mo so ke ji de me je shen de dang sa de me de we den den de ma gom bar lo chu de le tor je ce du gang som ba sim ni ma le ji de de je ba rang sim ni khor da nyang de wa ni zo me ro je gom men chun jin du wa de pan de pong du ba ye den de me ba do je zo la ma de je lo ye ta de pan de do je cha do zum su ni de be go rang la je ba ngo zhe shen du zhe be ba ye cha me chen bu nen zhe de de le me de nen zhe wa ba wo kan zhu so ni de yi ge de ba me de jiang che le je ba lo ma so what about the in some country money na chinji lo je so ba chen de so kan yo kan su mo da de zhen be lo da chen sim ni tong do shu chu de ro de ba de ba ne om so de je jen kan shi ge so ni ro bu ne ni me de chu ge re zu dong de ba de la lo sum ji de ge chu lo ma de sha ba de ne ni me de jen do ge u zo ro光美高瓦的主公包主让先成主集中全部我接中的三星五主特别等了查瓦家建设同同宁波森林用嘛一起面都是就工作的跟的老美到那给不那个他到上班些了光美到都个那就军满年不老美到个跑过明年把老美特别都找都在我身边不就了他就说完的都对不同样从这话就我不出去这当不成就都是那地方呢他也给我搞我这话就他就上节我怎么结婚就话从把当就从老美这就那边就都是具体去打了咱别娘嘞这都就是我当都是叫我根据故松都也没这都就是多这就那么那就那么这个就최소냐면 저다 다바다 검는다 저거도 이루고 당 섬지는 우리 예매지와 예매지도 기바지든지 자지지 유지가 너무도 좀 물론 저 담배 저다 전주에서 모두 법에서 저 넘설 당무당 전화도 저거 간다고 하시면도 진짜 저도 저거도 라전도 불는데 개별 하소 등 tun진신라 토고 마치데 컨딩 홍보 남게 준주지 배마매도 어디도 던제고 준중 제와 진제라와이 자제메 와도게 돌로죠 아마도 로도 되는 지신도 돌로도 볼라모지 다른 아마신도 돌라죠 제박해보는지 모제완 모게고 남지 문즈마메 버시는 와 진주스 뭐만 손단 제부 방와 삼재는 돈벌은 조딩제 우선 레버저 또 배우는 저 심지 원고로 담조단 그 전에 돈게 너무나 그 시 돈벌 주바에 되나 샴페인 도바에 되고 뭐단 자 라마 템베도 줄을 저 거를 남래 저 라마 당 도저근도 자도 왜 주군이 그래도 라고 삼바 대여도 버저 손도 유튜브 대버서다 동라 제베 롱데다 개베실은 제 전도베 기능슈는 답들은 게 rob도냐 동라 침메 주네 조진성 니와메달라도 너도주 동에 성나나요 도고멜도 솔로 다와마 중제 공부에 좀 주군이 지당 라마 징베 이제 점어려는 위주가 돼 성와래 다외 진거로 세션즈고 동로만디 이제 전주와 대다가데 다게 마통함 양해지 동 뭐라게 전노사 인도 저 남다라당 야양 다와드네 동주게 명아 돈베 세균되게도 주다게 남동 rab도 마소 제바인도 지드르셔서 동네 쇼르와 그러다 젊은 쇼르와 지도 집에 가주르 가르주르 되나 가와메 우지르고 동에 가와데 다둑 파당 제바로 주바신 우지 그살로 짐바주르와 대화진도 정말 이놈은 신도 이간 당도 요게 신년상 주다고 이 달라제 이제 저거 남 다대 되나 저도 가는 수 되장 군장된 주로 로보모 주로진 라메 남도 선지 메제 바라나라고 좀 요바당 나와 심레 심바메 베지도 면나도 강다 강도와 라메 남도를 주베 나와 상 선지 대와는 이름마데 라마른 진생안에 주 다랑라 저거 제무진도 그부전 지춘들 등에 방면에 송도 통라 템버 주르베제 방면에 저나도 저주정 저거 주소 모르고도 정고 주소 동래정 등산명망고 등산명망고 다가라네 자다님의 원놈이 라마 예도 그저 모두도 교주변 대분들이지 빼매sol랑만 받아버리지 방매가 왠데 바거래로 섬유는 부른 버전이시나 관계들이 괜히 정말로 도지 샵지 빼몰라던데 티베트 말인지라 러브숨ren지 gengen지 지다란 게 진행의 시중은 저게 처음에 베런지는 도동선 이동적인 로 집에 남주로 봐 싫어 버르진 바에서 보주지 기부에 로에 빼모 가지고 예도 선자밖에 왜 신년 전부 이 가제 제대로 송배녀는 제소게 응볼로서 년을 봐야지 지다 정도도 주는 제거는 지금 심리 드베 다당 때 무슨 시즌을 들으니 드베랑선 주제면 공부하죠 근데라고 하시면 오르마지 자유구나 유다 섬제 강다양 전염의 유릉을 더봐줘 개베 세버 된주로 신바제베 도시자데 받은 중에는 심리 지문도 보는 대지 공도 선주로 전하는 인생 누구 선도도 주마베 두베도 와라샤 연대 무슨 심리 섬년 노버름 보제 보게 공도 송원주로나 돈이도 버셔 버지를 좀 게다부이 때무 보보세 버전들은 방송을 제니만 더와지 특이 대원도 집하고 본다 저와전 대장 저거라면서 도베 동고 소모는 보더니 좀 봐요 시와지나 양 때무 좀 봐인 신지 주민 현지지 강도 연면인데 라메 뒤당에 봐라 그 손을 가지고 쫓아지라면 대제선 저거는 착쟁 개념을 컨트롤 소닝 엄수는 같은 저 랍세징 연된 건지 데려줘 숨델라마른 보지 냠이 담배 샤블라도 도동선지 담지 공부되는 rum보지 나바숨 뒤에 닝보 집el라마 담바 남지 투기주 산dem 주네서 외선주 상 개발을 외면나 담제 예섬을 입에 전주 예섬로 나바니 누구는 전주 예섬도 동안도 전주 예섬 나바니서 텔라양 당부 군주 전주 예섬 영선을 받아 서비스 주소 보쌈을 전주 서바니가 남바다 하도 지금 지된 담제 기주기 너버 rum보지 줘 저거 전부 잘라지긴 당화도 저서 대버진 등산이 담제기 송암 담제 기부선 결란지를 뭐지 송바 전부 닝지 전주께서 제대로 정화다 줄지베 뭐지베라니 계신 담아도 저도 버신라 말레발라 원전디 노볼로도 저보다는 지 넘버를 샤브에 주 공마들 인양 가동 간인 통숨 초직도 종내lunga 이숨라 라 유규메베 슈게 생각하면서 막 균체메 버는 zul람라 뉴도 도보라 측면 송베 섬즈주도 매번한 저바 개체와 하는 용도랑을 가나야 선범면나 룽아 예숨 섬즈주베다 전부 특보 저 상아 도르제 대보 냠조랑 외는 보관도 전에 면도로 베베 등고 섬대지 랑에 전부로지는 지금부터 보달래 또 균제 그러니면 혼용어 잠시 진행하며 전주교 섬지와 실시하는 이번들 유정도 라고 보다 전주교 섬 판을 Lu Yidum Galagum, Chivolama, La, Tambagum, Sanji, Dushi, Shano, Sabata, Korwe, Puntu, Jezawa, Yangal, and the Junet. Some Rigba, Rig Durdurobo, the Yindi, Tedra, Yajum, the Dorje Kandro, Dorje Ser, Chandra San, Gender Sanji, Choni do. Sangoma Sanji or and just some lecturing Jung, Sanji, Sanjame, Shiva, Jabba, some of you, the Long Demba. Long Jim Polo again, Campbell, Dang, Lama Konchok Sonam, and some Chibur, some Chibu, someone there can't see the young delegate, do Gamal generation, just child, Shibalos of Kata Danger, Tamje, do Kunta, the Varakas, and the Imbrasumbe. Chitachula Chida, Chida, Malama, Chida, some shop by Shawaji, the Urun, and Nevala, and some Jigajing Lag, and Jigdin, some Jigajing, some Sanjay. The dog is the sum Washing she gave one the things in La Junche, never company, Yamsha, cheering, Jedu, Jedung, Yamsha, Jedu, Nimivo, such a good the general and group method of June, attention, the recommendation of kitchen and Tado Ransom Combrashu. Rinpoche took his country dishes on the Yigit when you want some country money, and also what the machine young to watch it, other than change the love to give us to so. Some Pabla Nana Mena Ongruji. Don't you know about the Rangi Shinjiniga, Don the Tibet, Beijing, Tangbo Quajat, Bugo, Pardo, Tabula, Kevaje, Sabe Sony, Bavaraja, Tabla, Kevin, Damon, Emoji, Sabana, Ludovan, some Jagun, Latan, Wadan. Tezon Tagobe Varajam, Masunda, Jimini, Tamje, Judapon, Jessimana, Saneton, Rajavan, Transiting, Shegum, Lasso Kewa, Num, Yozongo, Varajem, Soji, Gombe to Stonewall. Sinjin and Dovarajarang, Darang, into Jedu, some Lajungo, Tamje, Dubajin. Tata Tabgame, some Zedan Tambe, said, whether you are doing the Taman to Young. Churchin de Bango Rinpoche by Pomo de Vessel Charles, Los Angeles News of Charles, Kun, Mijung, and Bajuru, Jagun, Cheddar, Charaba, Novalajamani, Jugu, and Jurjero, the Vajung, Corve, Jadru, Jamjura, Dudu, Corve, Dung, Juru, Laboratory, Chungsema, some Kibran to a little some the Rigda Ruda, Chondanda, Dawu, Exeration, and the Java, charging dog number of Marun, so Chedar Yimba. Some La Shibadon, consequently, the company took the Jagu, John, and Data Tarand, going to the Embody Wun, Embody Rusan, and Chinji, Log, Patano, to well under the woman's when you motor the John, Genji, Saber, Chabi, Shindona, Jun, Number Norvedung, Jindubedung, Tena Tamjeva, Lundi, Jan, Shibu, on the Batu, Jeremo, some Jedon, Lama, Tambo, Shan, Shazan, or the Chultamakan, Sanjib. Chianga, Java, Sheila, number of you doing the Jan, as a dog and the wish of more than you. You go job done on the Jowo, don't you do change what the Bon, Borona, the Tambrani, almost the point you were the change and the water rang, Sara, the Jewel, the Jim, no, Shaggy, again, or the symbol. So now here say anyone will practice for looking for benefit to sentient beings. And you and your body, your mind, this looks like an easy way to say you are the Uber to people transportation, like with your body, speech, mind, Uber to the sentient being. Or maybe you are the captain and the sea and the liberated sentient being. So your mind, your body are tireless to the benefit in the sentient being. That is called Buddhisada of mind and Buddhisada of action. That's where you become the fully Buddha or Enlightened one. Sanje Yishi Mimbe Mingombe Lama Kende Tono Lanjuwe Luda Sola Toba Mepa Namju Sowan Devian Lula Juwe Tundu Mambo Lomongo Nida Satung Tremo Dam Namla Chakshin Shambara Juwe Lumbo Chu Dobe Digi Jene Pungjuro Orebe Lunde Jolo Tungi Yerme Chuju Rinpoche Kusundu Gyoke Sawa Dajiba Kundu Sambu Nang Yangba Nangenzo Renjo Kumbata Dobe Jiren Doba Tada Member Tamjeva Duba Namje Member Michi Berupana Emma Ya Are Sang Emma Ngonze Joji Tamjawe Renjaya Chembu Jenju Nezo Chogome Jome Jomba Nidu Gunawai Tishin Shibato Sisri Tian Jiden Some Jewa Jumden Jibi Yutama Badama Gawai Tsudum Renje Jumawai Ranjushin to number of Juji to be done by the again Yila Jones Jibolanga to number of Jushin Jinjin to the Yuva Java to Juva Chuki Sejing Guru and Wanga Sonsumbo Jang Yinam. Kanzi June Shibajiba Mesa Dunga Tapu Dava Shinju Dondo Jaja Jumoro Jujin Yanama Yashilara Chujur Dunga Jimba Sawa Samjang Tundra Chanju Lunga Yimi Chonamgo Rang Shinshi Nesubar Michi Jangada Chuji Tasun Shuri Menazita Television Rangla Pendoram Shinji Dam Kibulo Jibunga Yamning Hangla Sangi Tam Jago Yomi Ranga Tonjuna Sadam Maji Sube Gogo Lavas Levo Jujan Kunjan Tibet Dushik Jonam Yitan Sanjito Donamla Junzeme wa Trojin to buy demo Louis Jawar of the Chadan Tingi Jingora of the Sixu Dorje Sarwa Bawana Ranshin gave a Lodo Jumban to Jaji Jawazum Dangi, the Juja Nishinji Gomba, then Wanamaji Yonan Trapoyan Denjo Zinjuru Zidar Namjin the Boy Sended Sedong de la Sanje Juwashin Zundu Tabumbe Majan Zunji Jomajo Paru General Sundu Iran Gavajala Lamba Chijir Zundu Zomeje Shendaran Jibaji Rani Hogwe then and Ninjungi to some Gunjo Rala Nation to Chonji Chanju Sumi Division the Zunja one of the Nyamba Ye Taya Labjan to the Cha. Now Queen Ginger in the Center Sanja Tower and do Namla Juzem or Trashings. So now there's sometimes people are good practice and you need to rejoicing. Sometimes people good and any activity is good and then the human nature will sometimes a little bit jealous, So now here said somebody doing good things, you must try to rejoicing. That gives you more benefit. Say if you are maybe unnecessary the anger doing something, the anger looks like the very anger naga, naga. So naga very, very upset. And then the black cloud in your space. And then the harsh word is like the tornado or maybe thunderstorm or maybe hills. And that is the anger can destroying all the farmers, the crops. This is the destroying your life and my life or his or her whole lives. So that is kind of negatives have power. Same in the opposite, the positive and the benefit tremendous yourself and neighbors and me and you and things like that. So if you see this kind of benefit, why not you try it right now? Renjen Bedan Dawala Kajim Mechi Dijanam Triva Tindu Misu Jedan Sachin Sangasama Chagdan Tukdo Bever Chiva Yukula Tom Matura Tempasam Namshik Juru Tamzing Zinjim Gubra Jubanam Yondenga Tingwa Jujurwa Tina Semazu Sharawa Me Long Do We Jibu Sangan Sam Muzimje Jing Angardan Davar Member Meji Pangbe Ola Bajune Meji Juji Simjurana Dujim Lelo Jin Dujeji Namshik Tongde Member Jiva Sergi Ributum Hanan and Nazu Due Tongdo Lojuru Tube and La Dushu Dumdube Telasunam Tabamedashin Rabdun Jimbar Chivar Medashin Junzin Jiju Kaja Sedo Zamling de Yujanum Sedo Jagan Dambo Onambo Ju Gore Donogo Mono Du Me Labu Dadu Dumba Shitame Chave number in Jurube Any more the watching bro, Jewa, and come to yon, Dunya, and the women, Jubaran, which some humble ranching. You got to Lumon, Lulu, Namjana, Corvajon, Bajan, Ranching, More children when you transfer one comparison, Jungle, into the pond. Tamje, Rabje, the Shinala, the manager war, retreat them be me, lot to Nam Chitando, what Argage, look the ambulance, something said. Gadedo, one the women, the panorama, one meeting, did the Chimam, me, Ming, Jigden Donji, one person, what the room, Matsoram. So now this is the Lord Jigden go hands talking about hands up. To I'm ashamed, I'm not a good follower of the Lord Jigdesum goes. He say, I always sort of, it's not to say, laziness, foggy mind, sleeping. Of course, Lord Jigdesum goes not play video game, but these days, some young boys video game at time, a lot of West, your eyes become red. No practice, no nothing, and damage everything, So he said, I'm not following my teacher. I'm so sad because my teachers like living Buddha. See, my teachers always he meditate. Whenever people come, he keep teaching. After that conversation finished, he just go back and retreat. How wonderful! What I'm doing here, I'm not follow him. This is Lumunche means I'm really say I don't know, maybe another word, but say I'm the stupid. The opportunities why I'm not grasping or not I'm not holding. So my great teacher is how benefit the sentient beings, and I do this continue. I'm ashamed to my root teachers because the great teachers how wonderful they can see my mind. So now said all the past sages, yogis, yoginis, and stay away. I'm not saying you need to quit job and go tomorrow in the jungle. We're not saying like that, Every day, some sort of you have some for 5-10 minutes or maybe 20 minutes, certain place you need completely concentration. That's a way to increase your the shamatha and inside meditation and things like that. So this moment, when you're quiet outside and quiet inside and complete in becoming your solitary retreat, even though you live in the city. So this moment, Ngoren Zimbe, Don Gila, Juna, Kamsun Kobe, Teme, Chive, Kuru, Jamna Suji, Chudalama, Mazinji, Sangsing to the Naba. Not so dear, Rangshan to Luba Java, Rala, Ranging Java, Machi, some Twijin de la Tangento, to Pusum, Dindash, and the Mini, to Juluna, the Rangi, Rangjome, was on Horje Sambro, Jomasi, Chujo, which is the Yayamura. Dawa Chishindo, Kunawin, Tombatam, J. Chimba, Jumden, J. Papa, Kawara, Jaway. You the Tajum Chumbo, you wanted to be a solution, and Jigulim, Mosambe, never the Gilonchen, and Kutuba in the Lang, there was some Mebana Swing and Diddle Hand, you never me charge, Tomatutis in Kisumba, Chuba Chiba, Majuba. Galonum Yakizuki, down Tombe, no, some water, some water, Chuji, Jamlet, Tatakumba. So now here also said, sometimes we have people and the positive people, we always need to try to connection them. The negative, we always try to stay away. So that's in here, sometimes there's a conscious circuit. So if you near the maybe treasure mountain at the pool of the gold, I think you have lucky to find some piece of gold. If you live near the poison mountain or tree, and be careful, maybe sometimes you also affect. So this kind of similarity, and where we go, what we say, what we not say. Dani Chambon, you want to Wadan Tordu, Sanja, the Wanda, you Chubundela, Ningbo Lamso, you say, this is the best way you practice the sixth perfection of the wisdom. That's the way to you not fail any wrong place and the right track. Rani Pando, so she is Zomba, Pensum, Jongle, Maji, Sambaji, also the Lelo Mater, Dua, Quinjinan, Chudon, Barbashin, Robert, Don, the Dogon was one of Tabaki. Keve Shin, the Rangarani, so Wang J to Jin Jin in the Gudichawada. In the Tawajawa, Chamberlain, Jidon, Sujan, Shudon, so Rangzim, 20 division, Shajawa. You can do what you are young, ranking you, John Sorbe, yon, the Ningbon, Jovara show. I think we need some tea break. You want some, maybe some tea, coffee? What do you want it?
Can I get some coffee, Lama?
You want coffee?
I'm good, thank you.
Coffee? Yeah, some go in the kitchen. Sure, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever you have. Short tea break. Oh, 10分钟休息。海水、茶、咖啡，什么都随便。So how's everything?
Good.
Good?
Yes. Good to see you again.
Yes.
Was here a couple weeks ago. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, a couple of weeks. I was in Florida, in San Diego. Oh, nice flower. You pick up the garden?
Yeah.
Beautiful, collected. How you been?
I've been good.
Good?
Yeah.
How good? 1 to 10?
8. Yeah,
8.
Yeah.
Very close to 10.
Yeah. Can't complain, yeah.
That's good. That's good. Oh, charge this phone. So you cannot see the view right now. This morning there no traffic?
Nope.
Oh, that's good.
Always take that.
How long this morning you take?
Oh, just 20 minutes.
20 minutes, okay.
Not bad.
So I'm gonna wait a little bit to search. Yeah, we can maybe. Yes. Yesterday and today a little bit humid, is it?
Yes, it's very humid. Yeah.
Maybe you can open this window, this board window. That helps. Oh, there, everybody. Return, Shu, Rimang, Karen, Pop. Also to them. Okay. That's good coffee?
Yes,
Definitely.
definitely.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Smells good. Oh, Buddha no to some Sanji Guanji Wu Ni Rosam Jugu Wanzo Donze Wazo Lama Namla Ju. Good enough, satisfied. Very good. It's very close to the Copy narrow.
Cabinero, yeah.
Cabinero, you go there?
Yeah, every now and then. Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
That's good, you know.
Yeah, I like it, yeah.
When my friend Lama come and we go there.
It's a good spot, yeah.
By myself, a little bit lazy. So I just sometimes here.
Yeah,
I'm not really all the time. Whenever a friend and maybe some little bit sleep and I just once in a while.
Yeah.
My friend Lama come, I definitely go there.
Do you like coffee?
There are two places here in Danvers.
Oh.
The Copy Nero. It's Italy, right?
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not
Italy,
sure.
I think Italy.
Yeah.
It's not super strong,
Yeah,
but it's textures.
it's a little more flavorful.
Yes.
I get Mary Lou a lot near me.
Oh. That's good. Life is good. That's called life's good. You practice dharma, get coffee, then what do you need it more, you know?
Yeah.
Some places so scared, you know, yesterday in Russia, I don't know what the guy is, you know, he said, oh, I will this and that, and finally he skipped. He recognized the other boss is bigger than his, you know, so he realized. So someplace, so we have here no, hey, this
What?
ends,
Oh.
Aaron, your friend here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, friend.
Okay. Any questions or any on top? Today we have only 81 people here. Carolyn, also to them. Go back, continue. Banza Sadu Samaya, Monigalaya, Banza Sadu Tenuba, Didon, Member Sodoga, Member Soga, Member Anura, Member was the membrane, so Ramazuzama, the Jarian Guru, Hobanga Vanzervatat. Bonzorma Bonzombo, Masamaya Sad. All right. I don't know how to make. Jujen de la Niwaye, Maji, Shichabe, Sunguru, Namore, Nanguru. On Dharma, Gayane, Jiji, Nenjurvanam, Alanyu, Radiku, the Teba, Juji, Shi, Mujang, Ludana, Mubuji, Shivame, Jiji, Nenjurvanam, Zombe, Alanyu, Shara, Rivazada, Chuju, Dang, Shindameza, and Sunju, near Registration, Jurishi. Temi jibe kwaya majurushi nedan nebe nedang shingda nebe shing babu nenjuru tsoge tamajuru teshana jilo lonjuba dila chungse eji thongame eji nenjuru banam Prebe ngala nyora chan sunda yermebe nada menada yora shibu rangi dendri rangi khanglo ba jume nam dara tawe jundegi Tende samunde la digma zo jiji nenjuru banam tsobe ngala nyora Dunge pongpo sadun rande la tsasum dundu yi shi tabgung du lungwa wangdu jebe buwa yi mangi zube yi ji zubu jiruwa rangchung dewa simbo tabjeng. Ne jaya ne jime duze wama jembo du dungu duwa zubu nyung zubu zubu chung de la darung ji ji kuchik se ba me chandan duwa ne zirpa nang ala nyung. Longchung kolo shindu nyam kaba kwa nyang debe chonam ku yi me Owe namje jeba men jeba de la jeje yinyo wa ma ji wo ze do do de wa de me wa de mu ni le shen do ma jeba de men de la shen me ni war min ju pang do me ba yi me ju do ji dum sa ni ba on tu nge da de je ji ro ma ni je wa nam da ro do ko ni wo ji chun de sam la ni be she wa ngo do ji na ya de jeng de bu jung we jung de nam to we cha do do me no do gun de de da so do nge jo ji ba do sam Ninzen jeba jen jeje sheba me jeje nenjuru bonang dama ngala nyogoro jazu chukuru ju jebe yonden tenle junje me bai Lama renje zoge gur jurna lunga yesum ne juden je tawdu kusum tsendre tobara puju zu chu namji chu shi sheba shi jaba sabda jaba gawa dum sanya du zum tome sum jenji jadang zelen de bana te yurang shi sabadi jenga ne sum Mebao denu dena manji balon de wakabra ju jen da jen mi be jen te ma ta wajin denu konde loye chu nam go jen ji benu do jen nang do do ba na ta ji shin ye kan mi bo su ji wa mi wo de yen de bo yen ja te ma ta be jen yin no gon ba do ji shi lo ku ro be ga ju chun jung ge ning nang de chu ngen de ne ji ben ga na bro do bo ni zo me wa chan ju sem ji du de jo do zar sa wa 카다니면 더 처음에 용도가 그런 저와 그런 좀 고만은 샤블론도 코르단 양인데 베윤이 저도 여러 몰라도 좀 비시르 좀 센전도는 손을 뻥매 떨어져 봐도 좀나 되는다도 그래 저는 말하자 지른도 보여나 그래 저는 산제도 좀 하도도 받아 양제들 가는 저는 당보 유찬주기 저도 샘지 파도 걸베 자주마 자주마동기 파도 샘제 탐제 찬주고 림보체로 그베 거저 저는 랍도 그네 겨 받으면 손놈도 이식 초사 소니 사변데 고숨다 이시 나방가르샤노 코르자도 만도지 봐도 고송 토구친 틀레진도 몰루벌 찬주고 나바소모 그베 가딘 제발라서 주도다 메제yen지 된제 감가리 제발네 니지 좀 좀된데 sakj도 발라 춘도다 대양 제대로 가딘 제지는 용마다 이베선지기 신도세메 도지심을 제보도 제네도 뭐 전주주로 섬지 바도 준주지 숙제도 메베 또부지 기와 장메 보숨 Number some do Sonam da Yishigi Tsosa, Tamador, den Chanjuki Shingrung, Solo Dudo, Toran Yishigi, Mi Shi Je Pushim, Lubos and the Zogwe Chanju, the Sangi, or Jin Nabasam between the two, Tondo Chuju Color, and Nabasum Goron, Samje, Mimba the Trevor, the Guardian Chavala, to the Tombatic, Yonson Yang, the Javanaka, the Bobo Chavanam down, or Gold Hot Zambuling Banam, got the Chavan and the Gongo. Lobon Lutu Yapse down Lobon Power Tomi Gujelos of Blabardana, Corvatumjela Garden Chevani, Yanda was the Sanjit Photo Judgment. Muni Goranshi, number Takus, Yemen, Nabanga, Shizu Javalas, and Jom Den de Day, Sangato, the Volatility, you part me was someone to charge book, much in Molobal. Tibo Samadamo Shana, Yasang, Yaba, baby, Sawan Tom Tombe, Chir, Nancy, on the Tiluba, she's a good. Jowa the mail, Dorji, baby, someone, Kache, Joba the energy on the body of Junior, the water, remember the Joba the Gadish bottom and the Lomana Lomacho, Ben, Naruva, she is about Zambu, Ling Yonji, Maja Namji, Tamji Jimba, Denji Tonda the Mewa, become a little Kang to Kawach Bong, Abdiego, Lewa, Chambushi, young Chambro Joa, Lochung is a Kawachamba. Niva number some G, Lamatama never about the show to Tumuju, Molu, never the Tadang Naju, Chobo Jealous of one Chambur, Juatan, so on the Churu, Nezo, Jiro, remember to what about the cutting Chaval, awesome. So now here are some, or usually we in West we call Thanksgiving, right? So the thinking for thank you. So now here saying how thank you for the Lord Buddhas, the Buddhas give teaching for all the Japan's capacity sentient beings. There are the 84,000 different types of teachings. How we think for the thank you for the Buddha. And likewise, the Buddha's teachings and mystic way to holding the great scholar Pandita, such as the Naropa and such as the Nagarjuna, and all those essence combining in the Vajradhara hymnal form and the great Deloba, those how important for this universe to giving the essence teaching to our hand, how think for them. So this teaching can fully liberate and be free from suffering, how think for them, things like that. Then also they said, all those great, the more understanding, all the famous university, those scholar, and then they all those coming back to the essence one, say in the land of the Tibet, great the Adisha came there, and then got them traditions and the blessing and the Miladeva and things like that. That's why they said how think for them. So the those who practice can getting us the accomplishment, the common city and the supreme cities. The common city is the accomplishment, finding a psychic way to understanding others' mind, or looking back out in the ground, maybe some treasure or oil or gold and things like that, or something accomplishment. The supreme city is the fully understanding the life to become meaningful, to open the gate of the enlightenment. So now here says US Jowo So those are the past, and we're talking the Indian great masters. Then early in Tibet, they also think where to begin, all the three Dharma kings. Such as the Nyadi Zembu, such as the Dharma King Songzan Gambu, Teson Dezen, or things like that. Those is the early and hard working to inviting the scholar from India. Not only scholar, the real practitioner and understanding the fully enlightened one. Different times they inviting, and that's why they are established for the successful the three yanas, especially Vajrayana. That's why we have thinking, how thankful. Part of good one. Lots of women were the Tembo, Uwa Mishi, Danzango Mishi, the member of Magellan. Garden Jawa, Los and Tamar, Gadijawan, Linglum, and there were Mangshik Dana and Habaro to me, Lover and Bajjo, Hajik, Tarjing, Lava Sherab, Lava Chu, Chidang. Range Zeni, to what was the man you wasn't. So now here said, and also how benefit all those great translator unmistakable way to the Sanskrit to translate in Tibetan, and then the subject, the Shila and wisdom, so that's they say to some Yamate, the unseparable contemplation, practice, and meditation, academic labels, all those texts are unmistakable way to translate. Not only translate the text and all the blessing, and we call transmissions. Just I'm offering for you now transmissions. Then they are teaching details and giving empowerment, the full package, everything there, how we think for them. Fonji Ningbola Meva de Lama Marwal Hota Badang Sonam the Shugi Molomji Shuk Samji Meja Ba Hota to Jawashine, Seme to Tuni, Mari Puji Yangam, the Tibaji Sanga, you know to your bottom one day would say maybe Chumang Buton, Mendovara Sing, you Chakar, you Jagar Mangata, Yasajo, Pushpa, you Gombolo, Benarubeton, do Savata Jetchi, Tiba Jimbu, Sanga, Sobatenu, Nambal Sumla, Juchan, you pour out the Tundulos of Wanishi. we say Junjame Tondambe Demo Ondo, Juruba, Ngari Puji, and Gandri Tiba, Chimbo Sangaji, Shedu, Tang, to view Nabani Java. So now here is the directly connection to great Mahasiddha and scholar Pandita, translator Maro Lodza, also very thinking. He been in 3 times in India, in total in 12 years, spent time in the most scholar in Nalanda University, Pandita Naropa, all those many others, then bring to the unmystic teaching to the inland of the snow of Tibet. Zunju Jen Sang Jeva Goma Sang Jeva Dabadan Lelu Jen Nam Magumbar Sang Jeva Dabadan Do Nyamle Jen Nam La Do Wei Sang Jeva Jeva Dang Wang Lao Su Wang Jima Jeva 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 Chan Chung Do Waran Zeva Lama Rinpoche Wang Ge Jeva Devu Garin Chiba La Da Lama Rinpoche Ju Shi Wang Tu Jina Gewe Shenye Jeva Shungpa Dang Me Dong Zumbo Dang Ge Shi Tsur Dong Wang Le La Su Wan Yen Tewa Jeva Sang Ji Bebe Sang Wa Tam Je Ka Che Di Me Sewa Now usually we go the 3 yanas. First we got the Vajrayana, sometimes we got the Mantrayana or Secret Yana. So secret keep in the everything. And then some place there condition is right. People who receive is right. There no wrong view. Then they open like treasure ways, open all the secret teaching and there are. So some place or some countries there are no Vajrayanas or Tantrics or high teachings because they are not the time or not the recipient qualified. So this way the waiting the time, spend time, all those right time in the right place at the teachings. Number Lhasa. So that's where you see how the early great masters, how we think, how thinkful for them. To do the world of the Jamila nature, you only should go Pado, Mevanama Sumji, Sanje, Nivata Ujilama Nivertane, Tidun, you were Paramajavan, Chome, Duzuda Ujimugu, Tedu, Chimajaga, Umbul, Tarnam, Yoda, there was Jumbo food, join a good Kawaji, Zunji, 20 when you saw what the children would Yimatan, the water, Lama Tambakaji, Shawala, Yami, Tambar, and Buja, to get them ever do a gui, number of Minuk and Zenjoy. Yonde Joba Halano Gondo Shendomewa Ye Loma Jagamboba. So now they also said how you see the inspired great Milarewa stories. It's fully and dedicated to the Dharma, nothing else in it. When he made in the Marpa, sometimes people what you call side job, sometimes people Dharma is a side job. But he is fully what you call here full-time job. The great Milarewa spent time in the Marpa, full-time job, no part-time job. And how wonderful. And then he is a man disciple, is also the great Gamboba in Rejungba and many things. The Lama Jagamboba Chambo, to what Chambo Nile Long, the Botuba de Tijibalara, good Rapto wishing to what somebody Yu Changsing, Chawo Chambo Hajiki, Juarambala, Jizun Chambo. Milan Georgia, Andrew Chambo, Le, Simi was on the side of Ruji, Dambatuma, but the Indians in Gajevo, Zimbabwe, Corong, Ajalim, but the Vazzi, Pandi, such a board down to the bottom of the Jalamaruja, Gardendo, Taulasa. Likewise, the great Gamboba, also, very unique, the Kadamba tradition through the great Adisha in the Kadam tradition and the blessing lineage, Telo, Naro, Marba, through the Milareba. And now the Lord Jignesungo's main root teacher is a Pamutuba received to the Gamboba. How we appreciate to the Gamboba, how he received in things like that. He said, "I'm going to do Pamutuba Sung Ramjamla Sherb Jenama Chome do Jeva, Mari, Bependa the Chimbo Lung Tom Jagi Tani, Natsini Shunda Mengatum Jamawa, Josaja Jabasan, Jen, Juzu, Tomboro, the Watchamon, Jimmy, Jacob, General Chone. Toban de Bajami, the one you to the Dombe, Juve, Sutum, Bajala, Tarjim, Toba, Tenji Kansa, Jalha, Janshi to Donanga, Karmato, Juman, Tavan, the Bond of Gombo, the Gravalasam, likewise, the Pamudruba also received the Kamboba and then become in the Lord Jigdusungo's teachers and how appreciate and how important for them. So this is how important the lineage they are talking described a little bit. Now next one is the different chapters. Now, we are on the 12 minute. Good day, so good. So now here said, build the stupas and the statues, and whatever they measure in the base, and we follow them. Sometimes people say, I like this way, I like this way. I put this color in they didn't work in the Buddha scripture. They are the base, peaceful face, smith peaceful, wrathful, smith wrathful. There are different reasons to color and mudra and things like that. Sometimes people said, oh, I'm a modern artist. I will do whatever I wanted, That's, yes, you want it, but it's not follow the Buddhists, sometimes not enough to respect. So I saw some place they are in a museum. And for Buddhist practitioner, it's a little bit, itchy if you see this kind of modern artists. The Buddhists live alone. They are, and you will show your own modern things, not need mixed together, And the head is a Buddha's head. And with maybe short pant and it looks like in the beach, something like that. It's just, maybe there's a modern. So anyway, go back the text. Sangne so ji nu ji long ma nam la je ne je rang re di ji dong la ne je gu de tai guan jie wa yi cha ring qu xin ga wa yi zhang zai xin lai mang de wa o lo so ba ji wa yi si ji be dang den bro ju gu xie jie da gu ra nam gu jie yi dang da wa yi ring dong zi da ma ni ba la so yong da dang bro ju ben na tu wa xin bo song na de ji bo zhe wa ji wo dang wo so wa yi dang. So this is the special for the people who the paintings and tangas and making the statue, and those people, as they say, if you this way and you have caution, the Buddhists, there are some, for example, here the Buddha's body, there are 32 major excellencies and 80 minor excellencies. If you're missing one or not the same as the text, there are your next life is is born in very unpleasant place, because and then people see your own make the statue or tanga. People thought, oh, Buddha's like that way, because you didn't see the qualities excellent way. So there's always follow in the line of the text, the measure. Tignam lekbar madam na rang su tse la re na yang ya yu jak jo ring dong ji char wei du na chu na su jian da xiang da na nian ze deng Chakshan namji sinzi zhu migu chen war me jade budi pema su ju tasu tune tetar zhu gong zhong si di chapter di zhong nge sing le war je chen da xiang da de wa yi kuru wa ogu lao su gu gua shan na che da yi ba xin gua gua da 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 chi wa na chi zhu ma lo zhang war ja jen nam u ma bum ba dang ta na zhong se chan na ya pema kan zhong kong ju la sin zhu mu di che wa nang da de yang su tong bor shu gui jun zen ki 중세 범나 lekba yin minzam bada wadang tome jeja samigo na ringe changzen jen namju sonna gundu njurwa yi jeju dawo tongwa yin donare gundu yi nongdi dajirme ji shiwe wodu machu jing tezum saba tamje la drazi jimba la soba embene su kangde da dewa ange ruwa dang shen la gada jebaji koda chidra kan jejang tangbo masa dingne ja buru sa shuge le ne beda Pendran dugo jala chidu midu de zai su ne chu war yang sang da ra gen ni la cha. Tenbe jong sang la jang so ja le bur me wa le bur do me won de lo dum da la so ja nam le bur tu la ke je won dum da re la so san je. Yu la ngem ba yi nin ja sum ja sang bo la ngar ke ju de je cha je khang la gang ke na so mong bo cha Sakdar riba me jigba go chusan dawa yibe mani go la jo kubu chaju dawa yibe be je bar jo ba dang yel de war dawa yi ngala wa dawa jang gar la sakdar dawa yi jiri chosu da war ja kyung da kubu tamje la xiong xing tang bo yi wa ja de kama da re dang tu bo no bor dawa yi de sine la wa la ba yo ren bo no zo dang gar wa da ta la ren bara de xing da san bo bo dang de bo jo yin de Shimon Pardo yi tuan jun zhe bei tong di yin le lu dem jiang ma zi ji 동대 탐제다 좀 하도 좀 주르베 롱마 탐제 나도 제셔 전에 다발엔디 디넨디 로인 줄음보스 룸마와 고마시 토베 감사제 소다 리베나는 고 탐제 렘베 바시 인스. Okay, now this is the next Sunday we will easy to finish this first volume. So now here's the tangas and the statues, Sometimes the most we thinking statue in Tanga is represented to Buddha. We pay homage to the Buddha. That's what we were thinking. For example, so what looks like green dara in painting or statue, and the best one, and we think we also imagination is clear to come in our eye and our mind, our heart. We see the clear object outside. We see the ugly object, and the transforming the beauty is not easy because you already see the ugly one. So now sometimes I'm not criticized. I'm talking just, I saw some tangas someplace. They say, oh, that's antique. See, this is right at the beginning is not thinking of the object of the refuge, the beginning of your business, Then the people put their outside kitchen, they may, and smoke become dark color, and they say, look, it's how old, And sometimes people put it in the after you make tea, and the leftover tea dry, and put in there something statue, things like that, and then you looks like old. So those is the only non-respect way to selling the statues and tangas. So of course, we always respect Buddha's image. We see Buddha's images maybe not so good. We need to know that's not Buddha's fault. This is the artist's fault, So he or she they don't have this kind of quality. We thinking that way. Otherwise, some people say, oh, I like this one, but I don't like this one. So you go to the shop, we'll say like that, right? So anyway, now we dedicate before a prayer for world peace, the morning transmission merit to the benefit of all sentient beings. So we will pray for world peace first. Prayer book, they have also prayer books in here to them. Page 6060, yes. Oh, damne Lama Konchok Sonam, Jewara Kanchen Kumbo Jere, Jizun Toma Guru Bemanjung, Sowan Devsoi to Dama Sheshe, Molama Yangso, Jawara Jinji, Nidu Ando Nomo Samjara Lokpadam, China Anjawai Trukbe Juji. Ormo Takbe Mejo Dayam Dong Salu Jedon Najon Jongbos Tase Sarsumo Loni Amodu Jarjo Menyuan Zamle Zadun Sayu Amento Injunshi Jibatan Kewara Denla Teve Dhamma Zamlinga Jundere Noze Rida Nyudo Shishin Zane Injum Juro Midai Mime Andova Tadaki Julai Chanju Semjo Rinpoche Ange Jine Nuze Samzo Pinzu Chambe Samdan Tene Zamling Tobu Duji Beji Juru Sanje Demba Dorje Yune 早出门叫我设置等别多，困的给我早晚感觉，大家老是能把它搞完的，说说梦别，这不追追。One's English.
The three jewels and three
The root,
roots, trustworthy
source
source of
refuge,
and in
protected
particular the Lord of the land of the snow,
Avalokiteshvara, Jizuntara,
Guru
Padmasambhava. I supplicate you, please follow your previous pledges. Bestow blessing, aspiration, prayer, may fulfill the most perfectly due to the degeneration time when thoughts, deeds, and things are working. Outer inner element of loss of balance. Man and cattle are seized by epidemic disease and previously unheard of.
Intruding Rahus,
Nagas, powerful demons, dark forces, like force and health and
bad harvest, warfare, and so forth. Erratic rainfall, heat, misery, and drought in the world. Destruction by elements such as earthquakes and fire. And in particular, barbaric offenses causing harm and teachings of weapons.
May all trials, harms, and injuries around the world be swiftly pacified or overcome. May precious and supreme bodhicitta spontaneously arise to mainstream to all beings, human and non-human, and may they be free from destruction and thoughts and deeds. All beings
loving mind for one another, and may
all beings
glory and prosperity prevail throughout the world.
May the Buddha's teaching separate wide and
everlast. By the truthful power of the
three root Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, by any root of virtue existing samsara in nirvana, by the power of perfectly pure highest intention, the fruition, supplication, and aspiration. OK, now 有人念中文可不可以？应该Jenna 你可以念中文可以吗？ Next one 越南人。The next one, if you have Vietnamese, we have also the same Vietnamese language as well, right? Yes.
OK， 上师我来读。你好，世界和平，愿闻。无期救处三宝三根本，尤其雪域护主观世音，节尊度母大士莲花生，至心祈请心事垂护念。慢慢往下，对，完全达成祈愿垂加持。浊世众生行思常颠倒，内外大种错乱之因缘，往昔流转人畜瘟疫病。慢慢往下，对。药龙王怪黑方不多疾，秀霜暴等荒年战乱分，雨水不调世间天灾旱，地震火殃四大之部位，尤其危害佛教外寇等，尽此世间所有诸祸害，唯愿迅速平息连根除，所有人与非人众生之心中殊胜珍宝菩提心，心行由衷，远离于侵害。尚且相互皆具仁慈心，世间各处安乐且富足，并愿佛教兴盛且常住，三根诸佛菩萨真谛力，任凡所有轮灭诸善根，我等亦乐白善净相力，唯愿达成祈愿之正果。
哦，这么好，谢谢你念的这么好，很好，很好。
感恩上师。
好，谢谢。Now next one, if you are some Vietnamese, or maybe not. All right. So now we will dedication. I will lead. Jeden zemba zhiwe begara jan tungwe sangbo jinji sengze chinle longzhuwa ge jara shabden sho kunjo you need help with the number kunjo samji denba zemba la nga ge onju jizun jambe tubden renje dome dungze wa chuji nawa ge jara shabden sho Gom dorje chanje dele naro dang marba me loy chuje gambo pomo loy jowo de gombo kaju lama nam choshi sho sonam de ya tamche se kwa nye tom nama nye be adana pamche Jega na je banloi chokpa yi sibe tsole jowa jo chanju samjo rinpo je ma je banam je juro je jiwa nyamba me pa kone konde pe bara sho Pama simje tamje dada denjuro je lama gongom sanla sowa de chodu guze rinwara sowa chile darshin je wara sowa de lama dan je ba me wara jinje lo jambe bawa chedara jamba dan gundu sangbo tenyai deshin de teda gunje je so dalu Gawon de dozon jara dongo sanje kusuma niwe chenla dan chuni minjuro dambe chenla kindu mi jen dambe chenla je chedara ngush molam dravara sho tadan konde tam jeji tu sumdo sakba tang yuwe kewe zawan di Dada samchen tamchen yurdo lana me ba yanda bazo chanchu rumba je tawara jujuru je je ja kunse kun je 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 dan de na la wan don de gong ba ren je be je dan ba se de ba she zhuo tu sum guan bian zhen juro je. What is the next one? Page 20, 21 over there. Oh, Tamba Jizu Rinpoche Tamba Jizu Tamba Jizu Rinpoche Zawa Da Jivara Jeve Pande Lama Tamba Namda Idam Je Lazo Chojuna Shugwe Sanje Da Chanju Sam Pawo Da Bamo Nenjoro Da Kanjo Tsodam Je Dala Gongso So Tādāng gōndē tam jēji dūsumdō sākbādāng yuwe gewe zawān dī Tādāng samjē tam jē nyurdō lāna mēwā yāndāwā zōbe chāngchū rāmbō jē tōbara jūrē jē Tā jāgī gewe zawā yāchambō dī tūlā dēne lūngā yī sumgē samjē tam jē lā pēndōbara jūjī Dāgī jūlā nyōmō bāndu jāshē dāng dīmō ngā jē tātō gē sāmbā mīñchō vārā yōch chākbā dāng nyēmbā nīpā dā gurdē tsendī yē sāmbā gēchik tsamyā mīñchō vārā jūrā jē chāmbā dāng nīñchē chāngchū gē sāmgē dāgī jūlā nē yōngsōng zēvē gēvē shēnyē nāngā dā nyāmbā shēdō gyurnē tsendī nyē lā chāgyā shēmbō chāgā ngō rō tō vārā jūrā jē 신년도 제와로 마주르지 따와 로바 제와 마주르지 되마인바라 제와 마주르지 제와라 가와다 제 쪼와다 제 심니 신도 세와다 제 세춘니 시도 당바다 치가다 바르도 쪼지장 자자 전부 적용어도 그러지. All right, now the English one is glorious. Same, but you maybe follow the same text here, the same here. Read glorious.
75.
Glorious, holy, venerable, precious, kind,
root lineage
abundant.
lamas, divine assemblies of Idam deities and assemblies of Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Yogins, Yoginis, and Dakinis dwelling in the 10 directions. Please hear my prayer. The virtues collected in the 3 times by myself and all sentient beings in samsara and nirvana, in the innate virtue, not result in worldly concerns, the 4 causes of samsara or rebirth, the Sharavagga or Pradiyagam Buddha. May all mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who had been mine, obstacles or harm, misleading Maras, the force and demons, experience happiness, be separated from suffering, and swiftly attain unsurpassed, perfect, complete, and precious Buddhahood. Following this vast root of virtue, may I benefit all beings through my body, speech, and mind. May the afflictions of desire, hatred, ignorance, arrogance, and jealousy not arise in my mind. May attachment to fame, reputation, wealth, honor, and concern for this life not arise for even a moment. May my mind stream be moistened by loving kindness, compassion, and bodhicitta, and through them may become a spiritual master with good qualities equal to the infinity of space. May I gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra in this very life. May the torment of suffering not arise even at the time of my death. May I not die with negative thoughts. May I not die confused by wrong view. May I not experience an untimely death. May I die joyfully and happily in the great luminosity of the mind as such, in the pervading clarity of Dharma. May I in any case gain the supreme attainment of Mahamudra at the time of death or in the bardo.
OK， 那念中文可不可以吗？
可以，老师，
谢谢。
谢谢。圣妙至尊大珍宝根本上师与传承具德上师诸圣众，本尊诸众与安住十方之一切诸佛菩萨众，永父永母瑜伽母以及空行一切诸会众，祈请垂念我。请下一页，老师。即有我等此广大之善业根本力，祈愿能以身口意3门饶益一切有情诸众生，祈愿我之心绪中贪爱嗔恨愚痴我慢嫉妒等烦恼心念不生起，祈愿我对此生之名望。请下一页。愿以慈爱悲悯菩提心润泽我之心绪，以祈愿我等同虚空摄持一切之，祈愿我于此生得证大手印殊胜之成就，祈愿即使死亡时刻来临时分解痛苦亦不生起，祈愿不受坏恶之死，祈愿不死于颠倒邪见中，祈愿不遭非时之死，祈愿死时心中愉悦欢喜，并具彻底清明之心性，极具大光明之法性，即使临终或是中阴时，亦显现正大印殊胜之成就。感恩老师。
哦，这么好，谢谢。OK, thank you everyone. some good afternoon, some good morning, some good night. 有些早上好，有些晚上好，说很好，你这么好，我们会相一起。Thank you everyone. Good night and good morning and good afternoon.
Thank you, Lama.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lama.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Lama.
Lama.